Hey guys, so I wanted to talk about a game that just randomly caught my eye on Steam. It's IT Specialist Simulator. I played the demo for about 2 hours, and I think I've played it long enough to give my honest opinion about it. So, what is IT Specialist Simulator? It says on the Steam page, step into the world of IT, diagnose network issues, manage servers, and repair devices while handling tasks under strict SLAs. Choose your career path from help desk to IT project manager. Develop real IT knowledge and climb the ranks in this realistic IT simulation. All right, so first off, it actually feels like I'm an IT specialist, like at work and everything. Uh, I seen other IT games where you had to maybe take apart a computer and do one screw at a time, take something out, put it back in, and then screw everything about else back in, and then turn it on and it works. This goes more in depth. Like I was genuinely surprised. I had to. It looks like you can like configure routers and switches. You have to actually run the not run the cable, but you have to like plug in cables into the right ports, and it doesn't hold your hand. You just have to kind of figure it out, which I kind of like. It feels like real life. Like you're not gonna have like a glowing box or prompt telling you to like, hey, plug this in here to run from this uh, comm closet to the other comm closet. So I really appreciate that. The dev isn't holding your hand, and it feels pretty realistic. When I first started out, I guess in the demo when you first start out, you're just in your apartment, and it shows you your like how to play the game essentially. I don't really care for that. Like it shows you like, oh yeah, you can get on your computer and you can search for jobs and stuff. But all the jobs, like none of them are IT related, so it just has you kind of like go and watch TV for some reason. It's just like, why not just have me start at the company and just throw me in? It's just a waste of time. Like you just watch TV, then you get a notification, and then you can apply for an IT job, and then you just magically just appear there. So why not just cut that out and just like have us start at the company right away? It just makes no sense. And then you can like play like a weird shitty Minecraft game, and it's just stupid. But back on track to the actual IT stuff. When you get in, it like shows you how to, it shows you where you'll be sitting and everything and stuff, and then log into your computer, check your email, check your tickets. You have like this little tablet that you can use on the go when you're not close to your computer, so you can like look at your ticket and stuff, open files, access the internet. But yeah, first you have to get on your computer, and then you can go to your network drive, and you can download PDFs, which are going to be helpful, and those PDFs just have like guides and stuff that help you along. But once you get familiar with that, you can start completing tickets. The tickets are like actual IT tickets you would actually get in real life. Like this user wants to change their wallpaper. They don't know how to do that. So you change the form, and then you get a notification it's completed. You check that off for your to-do list, and then you move on to something else. That one's like the easiest one that I encountered. There's some where you have to configure a printer. I got a ticket in that said the printer wasn't working, and I had to like go in. The printer wasn't working when they were like trying to print from home or something like that. So I had to like go into the printer and actually like change the settings in there. But I'm gonna be real. I barely know how to configure printers at home. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. But this website has this game, there's a website that you can go to on your browser or computer where it's just a forum where other people, not actually like real people, but just NPCs in the game, they've made like forum posts on this exact thing. So you have to like find the forum that correlates with like whatever you're trying to troubleshoot, and then there's like little bits of answers on like how to do things. So it told me that I needed to change some encryption and some other stuff. Like one user mentioned in a forum that I needed to do that, and I really appreciated that because in actual IT, you don't know everything. No one really knows anything. So you need to you need to either check manuals or you use Google, and this is the closest thing to Google that you get. So I thought that was really cool. It felt, like I said, like realistic. Um, and your tablet, you can't use your tablet right away. First, you have to like, connect to the internet, and to connect to the internet, you have to like do all these steps to connect it, and then you get a code on your computer. You gotta check your tablet, make sure the codes match, and then you authenticate, and then you're connected. So it's not right away. You can't just use your tablet automatically. But I'm I'm liking it so far. I had one mission. I got a ticket in where, oh, excuse me. I got a ticket in where I had, what is it? I think there was a network outage, and I was trying to see how in depth the game was. So I was, going into the router. I was, checking all the settings. I was going to the switch, checking that. Um, just turning stuff off, turning on again, and then I was being a fool. I did a factory reset on a router. That was not good. So if you do that, then some of the websites that you go to may or may not work. Whoops. Um, yeah, that was a little embarrassing. So like I couldn't access some websites in the game because the settings weren't working correctly. But I was going about it all wrong. Apparently, I just needed to go to this other server rack in the warehouse and just turn that off and on again, and then everything worked. So I that was my bad. I should have been paying attention, but I kind of just wanted to see like how far in depth this game would go. But if you're configuring routers, you're actually changing IPs. You actually have to, set up VLANs and everything. It looks like in computers you can reset IPs. So maybe there might be a ticket later on where, uh, you know IPs are configured wrong, or maybe you get new computers in, you need to configure them. I think I saw images of something, or where like you may have to install a new OS. So install. Well, this isn't Windows, but whatever operating system is in the game, you may have to like reinstall that onto a computer. I've seen tickets where a user wanted, I think like a night mode or something on their computer because they were having eye strain. So you had to like go in the settings and configure that. There's antivirus stuff. I think I've seen in the trailer where like you had to go into the BIOS and change some configurations. There's it looks like you have to like actually like do everything. So I think this is great for actually teaching you like IT principles and stuff. Way better than like any other game that I've seen. But it is just a demo, so we'll see. Looks like it released in early access today. It's about 50% positive. We'll have to see. This might be a great game, or it could just be crap later on. I think it is worth a watch as long as the devs keep updating it. Um, yeah, I don't know. I think it's pretty good so far. It actually reminds me of like doing my actual job. for what it's worth. So I think if you're trying to get into IT, but you don't know how, or you're not good at computers or something, I think this might be able to help you get on your way and be familiar with things. Um, it doesn't obviously it's like the OS on the computers, it's not Windows, so it's not going to teach you like everything Windows, but it'll get you into the feel of doing IT stuff like I said, like programming routers and switches, and you don't really know something works unless you try it. Like you change an IP on a router, and then you have to actually like go to that computer, see if it works. It doesn't just give you like a little, notification like, oh yeah, everything works now. It's good, like on your screen. So I I appreciate that. Like it actually feels like I'm solving puzzles and stuff in the real world. Um, but yeah, that's about it. I think this is worth a watch. Maybe give it a week or two. It looks like there's some issues with some users. That's why it's at 50%. Um, Apparently, if you're stuck at a loading screen that's at 99%, all you have to do is hit new game, like quit out, start the game, and then hit new game. I guess it defaults to load save game. And if it's your first time playing the game, you don't have a save file. So it'll let you click it, but it'll just hang at 99%, which is, I think it's stupid. But I think that is an easy fix for the dev. So I'm pretty sure that score will go up. The demo had like really high reviews. People were actually saying that it reminded them of their IT job, and some people aren't gonna like this because you're essentially doing your actual IT job at home in a video game. So uh, yeah, you take that as you will. I will say that the I think the only thing I don't like about this game is there's two things. The art style seems a little well on the Steam page. It seems a little like AI-ish, like it was made by AI. So is the description a little bit, but aside from that, I did notice. Well, you probably noticed this entire video. There's no one here. I think you're playing in like. I'm pretty sure the demo said you're in the night shift because it's easier. They don't have to like throw you in. You can like kind of take your time. But I don't at least have like a janitor or something like cleaning up. It just doesn't make sense. Because also, you're working night shift, and then all these like troubleshooting tickets come in. Like, I'm working nights. Everyone should be asleep. Like, no one's working. Where are these tickets coming in from? I understand it's like just the demo, but it just that didn't make sense a little bit. But yeah, IT Specialist Simulator. I think it's worth a look.